There is an elegance to Anita's personality that is commanding. She creates an atmosphere at the Weekly where people want to do good work. She's welcoming and encouraging and forgiving to a degree that I've never seen from a newspaper publisher.
Well, she came to the University of Oregon from a small town in northern Idaho, and I think it opened her eyes, and she met my father, her husband there, and she became the editor of the Emerald there.
She wrote this fiery editorial column for the Emerald, denouncing racism on campus. People were angry with her for calling that out. I don't know how much she even thought about it as being brave, as just doing what needed to be done and writing what needed to be written.
She came across with the voice of a seasoned adult journalist as a, junior or senior in college. And that's kind of stunning.
The University of Oregon put her in a position where at 19 years old, she could write something that people noticed and paid attention to and made a difference and got picked up. And she went from the University of Oregon to the Washington Post was her first job. That's a pretty big leap, especially for a woman back in 1950-something.
Well, Mom was a very hands-on mom. One of the best things that she did when we were growing up was she ran a local neighborhood newspaper called The Grasshopper.
The Grasshopper was this little neighborhood newspaper for elementary school kids. I remember we invited Steve Prefontaine to come to the basement, and he came, and we interviewed him. You know, I just had the impression that she could do whatever she set her mind to do. And I think looking back, that was true.
She and Fred Taylor, her colleague from the University of Oregon, decided they were going to buy this paper.
And they took a interesting but not journalistically distinguished little weekly paper and turned it into a newspaper.
It's 25, 30 years now that she's been keeping the Eugene Weekly going and being creative and finding the stories in the community that are important to report on.
The thing she has always come back to again and again is, what can this newspaper do to make the world a better place? She's the kind of person who wants to uplift those whose voices aren't heard and to allow folks to shine and for the community to see what is bright and good. And that's very much part of our mission and very much the sort of person that she is.
She was about 80 or 85 and she says, "Oh, I was just 60 years old. We'd go daily." I'm like, oh my God. Mom's planning on taking the Eugene Weekly daily at age 84. Okay, let's go.